I was not born resilient. I was taught to be resilient. And everything from my mentors to my teachers, right, helped me along the way. I've been everywhere else. I've been up to Mount Everest. I've been all over the world. I've been to Iraq, Afghanistan. I've done it all. There was a period in Special Forces training. 5 days, I walked about 100 to 120 kilometers with a 40, 45 kilogram bag, right? Just walking, right? It's a long ways. My hardest test actually was when I was a cadet in my first 3 months, basic training, right? I looked like that. I was much smaller. I think we carried a bag. It was maybe 35 pounds, which is 16 kilos. We walked maybe 20 kilometers. To me, if you ask me, Tommy, you've done all these things, been to all these schools, what's the hardest thing you've done? Walking with a 16 kilo bag for 20 kilometers. That was the hardest thing I've done because that was the first time I ever did it. The Navy SEALs, they, like famous special forces, they have a famous thing they say, right? Where the hardest day was yesterday. The hardest day was yesterday. That means that today should be easier. What I just tell students, what I hope students, right? 1 foot at a time, right? Just 1 feet at a time. Don't worry about the end, right? 1 feet at a time, just 1 step at a time. 1 day at a time. And so when my students have a hard time, how do I help them? I help them to either, again, I know they want to quit, I know they're tired, I know it's hot, I know they're sweating, right? But for me, I just quietly support them. Take another step, take a breath, we'll keep going, right? Eventually, after 3 hours, they make it to the top.